to another Inside Music Row. Today we'll relive the CMA Music Fest memories. We'll hook up with Darius Rucker and then hit the shooting range. We'll also visit with a few Opry stars before heading backstage at LP Field. All this and more coming up Inside Music Row. Hey there, I'm Bailey, and I'm so glad you joined us for another Inside Music Row. This is a very special show today. We are bringing you the very best of the CMA Music Festival. We'll kick off today's show with Darius Rucker. The 4th annual Darius and Friends concert lineup included Luke Bryan, Randy Houser, Justin Moore, and many more coming together to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We had a chance to catch up with Darius and a few of his special guests at the Wildhorse in this unofficial kickoff to the CMA Music Fest.
I'm here with Dustin Lynch getting ready for a wonderful charity tonight.
Yeah.
Darius Rucker and Friends for St. Jude. How'd you out? How do you feel? Are you excited?
You just said that, and I just realized that's kind of weird. Darius Rucker and Friends. I'm considered a friend of Darius Rucker's.
Yes, you are. That's awesome.
What's going on here?
That's a good night, isn't it?
It is awesome. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Honored to be here. Honored Darius asked me to be part of this.
Anything for St. Jude. I mean, it's such a wonderful, when you're talking about children and...
Truly so, yeah. I mean, you know, I got to visit the hospital a couple years ago, and they do amazing stuff, you know, and the families and kids don't have to pay a dime for all the treatment. And it's not just treatment, it's putting families up, you know, there in Memphis and taking care of them top to bottom. So it's, you know, this is the least we can do.
Here with John Cowan, and tonight is a huge night for a wonderful cause, St. Jude. Talk a little bit about how you got involved.
Well, I got involved in this particular event just from Darius calling and asking. But I was saying earlier that I grew up in Kentucky, and when I was in high school bands, we used to, and this is like the early 70s, late 60s, we used to do benefits for St. Jude's back then. So it's something that, as a Southerner, I know now the whole world knows about St. Jude's, but it was a little bit regional back then. So it's something I've been aware of and tried to be of service to my whole life. Here
with Darius Rucker, the man of the evening. Now this event, talk a little bit about how you got inspired to do this. I think it was back in '09.
Yeah, it was back in '09. I had gone to St. Jude's. Dirk Bentley and I had visited together, and I was just really moved by that place and how the great work they were doing. And the fact, the thing that really hit me was the fact that nobody has to worry about paying for it. You know, that was huge for me. And so I thought, what can I do to help? And there's usually nothing going on Monday of CMA Fest week, you know. And so we started this, and it's become pretty big. You know, we sell out before we even announce who's playing, so it's pretty cool.
They know that your friends are going to come out and support. You've had a great lineup in the past, a great lineup tonight. Luke Bryan and Dustin Lynch and
Randy Houser. And the thing for me is to have Sam Bush, John Cowan, and Randy Foster, because those are guys. Those guys are the reasons I'm singing country music. Those are the guys that really, in the 80s and 90s, just were blowing my mind away with the music they were making in Newgrass Revival and Foster and Lloyd and Randy by himself. And just to have those guys on the, you know, I can't wait to get up and sing some of those songs.
We are one now and forever. We are one name, one life, one flame. We are one.
The fact of the matter is that it really is about the fans.
It is.
And without them, I don't have a job. And I was, you know, telling someone else, you know, my favorite thing in the world is when I've written a song or sung a song and somebody hears it and is a fan, they come up in the autograph line and they say, how did you know how I felt? How did you get in my living room? You know, how did you know exactly what I was feeling? And you know, all of our feelings are pretty much the same.
Talk a little bit about CMA week. You guys are really busy. I know it's always a busy week, but it's about the fans.
It is. I mean, you know, I was just telling somebody earlier, it feels like we kind of run the gauntlet all week and just kind of run through there like this and get punched at and all, and somehow we come out the other end at the end of the week, hopefully still alive. And it's so funny, the fans, they wear themselves out too. I mean, they are stout and they're out here, you know, all sweating in this hot Nashville sun all week, and they really go through a lot to have a minute, you know, to hang out, and we try to make it very accessible for them to hang out with us, you know, this week. So that's what it's about.
I'm so glad you trusted me to slide up on this dusty seat and let your hair down. Get out of town, got the stars coming out over my hood, and all I know now
Darius, you guys are about to take the stage for a wonderful event tonight. Talk a little bit about Darius and getting involved in this year.
Well, my way out that I know Darius was we met these guys when they were in Hootie and the Blowfish. As a matter of fact, Hootie and the Blowfish used to come here, our band Newgrass Revival, play at a bar in South Carolina. So they actually used to hear us when they were in college. And then as everything goes, then years later, we're very fortunate to be opening a show for them, and of course they're a great band. And congratulations to Darius for all he's accomplished, especially in the world of country music and in Nashville in particular. So I think it's very generous what he's doing tonight and gathering us all here, because of course we all believe in the cause of St. Jude's Hospital.
I think we've raised over $250,000 for St. Jude's before this week, and that's just, that makes you really feel like you're doing something.
Congratulations on your #1 on both charts.
Yeah, that was crazy. We didn't plan it that way, but to have, be #1 with the album and the record the same week, that was pretty fun to watch. But I hope we can keep it up, because I'm having so much fun in country music. I just hope we can keep doing it.
With the release of True Believers, Darius celebrated his 3rd consecutive #1 country album debut on the charts. The lead single, Wagon Wheel, is the 6th #1 single. It's time now for our first quick little break, but we've got lots more to come on this week's Inside Music Row. Make sure to keep it right here. We'll have a blast with this next segment.